So I don't got any notes or any paper in front of me right now, but I think it's safe to say that the Raptors are back in a pretty good spot. So putting the hat on, championship hat. I've not worn this in some years. It's pretty small on me now, but the game's still on right there. There's about 3 minutes left, but the benches are cleared for both teams, and they're just kind of Pacers are playing a bit boring, but yeah, I just kind of want to talk about some stuff about the Raptors in general, not just this game, this Pacers game. They did just This is their last game on a 5 game road trip, and they're gonna be 4-1 on this trip, which is gonna put their record, I believe, 8-5, which doesn't seem very good if you're like, normally used to like greatness, but for the Raptors is good. I saw something last year. They started at like 2-12. That's disgusting. And now they're 8-5. That's like the same amount of games played ish, and it does a much better record. A lot of people like the professional talkers like ESPN and stuff, were saying how this Brandon Ingram edition is not gonna do anything because he's not a shooter. The other people on the team have the same like skill sets, and it's just gonna be a clump. So far, that has not really been an issue. Brandon Ingram is just there to get buckets, and he's also there to help the bench guys. Because the rotation Darko runs, he normally always has like two starters playing, two or three at a time. Last year, it was a lot of just Scotty as the lone starter or just RJ, which you can't really blame him because the roster was not that good and there's a ton of injuries. So now you can have Quickly and Ingram, or you can have RJ and Pirtle, something like that. And another thing which helps, the bench is much deeper this year. Knock on wood, the injuries haven't been bad. Like we've been pretty well on health so far. And that's something hopefully continues, but the bench is very young, so obviously they have their nights where the leading scorer on the bench might just be like 6 points. But on a game like tonight, let me turn this down. On a game like tonight, you have Shed and Mamu who came in to do their thing, and that's typically what it's been, because no one else other than them two and CMB get like consistent minutes. Grady and Jacoby Walter don't really play a lot. Grady plays a good bit, but really not Jacoby Walter, which is a shame, but I mean, it is what it is. We're winning games. So as long as like when you do come in, you're playing good. That's what matters. But yeah, the Brandon Ingram fit has been great. Because of him, and not just because of him, but also Scotty Barnes making his jump. Brandon Ingram helps that, because Scotty isn't like the main guy to score. He can let the other guys do the scoring, and while he plays defense, I think he has a good chance of making an all defensive team, especially if the Raptors are like a playing seed or like a top 6 seed. 100%, he could make it all defensive. And he's also like stuffing the stat sheet all the time. He's getting his boards, assists, he's getting his steals and blocks, and his 3 point shooting is like in the 40s percentage wise, which 2 years ago it like spiked really high at the beginning. That was the All Star year, and then it dropped. Right now it's really high. It's probably not gonna say that the same, but as long as it doesn't go to like 32, low 30s, which is what it was, then it's good. A huge jump for him. And yeah, the bench has been great. Um, Playing on the road has been great. 4-1 in the last five straight road games. 4-1. That's really good. The starters have been playing good together. The chemistry is building. You see that with the starters with Pirtle. You see that with Shed and a lot of the bench guys. I think in the whole entire league, Shed is second, in assists per minute, only behind Jokic. So that's really promising. I hope they don't lose him at all when he's a free agent. They better extend him, give him his money. But I just wanted to say something. I haven't been as tuned in the Raptors games. I'm always checking the score and highlights. if I'm not watching the game, but I'm still, being there. And I just wanted to do something because this success has been very promising and enjoyable. That's about it. I do have a video coming out maybe in the next month. I didn't start it yet, but it's gonna be really enjoyable to make. So just hang tight on that. But that's it. I'm out.